Welcome back to Celebrities Unfiltered, the channel where we uncover the real stories behind the world's biggest stars, from shocking celebrity revelations to behind-the-scenes moments the headlines barely explain. And today's story is shaking the football world. An owner of Inter Miami has revealed just how much Lionel Messi actually earns at the club, and the number is massive. We're talking about $70 million to $80 million every single year. But why is the club paying that much? And how does this deal really work? Stay with us until the end, because the real story behind Messi's contract is even more fascinating than the headline. The revelation came directly from Jorge Mas, the co-owner of Inter Miami CF, during an interview discussing the club's finances and global ambitions. Mas explained that the Argentine superstar Lionel Messi earns between $70 million and $80 million per year from the Major League Soccer club. The figure immediately caught attention across the sports world because it highlights just how valuable Messi remains, even after leaving European football. But Mas made it clear that the number isn't simply a basic salary. Instead, the total reflects a combination of compensation structures tied to Messi's deal with the club. And that's where the story becomes even more interesting. According to reports, Messi's annual earnings from Inter Miami include more than just his base salary. The overall figure includes salary, compensation, and equity in the club. Equity means Messi has a stake connected to the club itself, something rarely offered to players in traditional football contracts. The MLS Players Association salary guide previously listed Messi's base salary at around $12 million, with guaranteed compensation of approximately $20.5 million. However, when other elements of his agreement are added, including ownership-related benefits and broader compensation, the total rises dramatically to the $70 million minus $80 million range. This structure reflects how unique Messi's move to the United States truly is. During the interview, Jorge Mas openly explained why the club was willing to make such a huge financial commitment. Mas said the club must secure major sponsorships because elite players require significant investment. In his words, he pays Messi, worth every penny. Mas also noted that the cost of having a player of Messi's caliber makes it essential for Inter Miami to partner with world-class sponsors and build strong commercial deals. In other words, Messi isn't just a player. He's a global business engine. Since Messi joined Inter Miami in 2023, the impact on the club has been enormous. His arrival didn't just change the team on the field. It transformed the entire business side of the franchise. According to reports, Inter Miami has become one of the most valuable clubs in Major League Soccer, with the team's valuation rising dramatically in recent years. Messi's presence has also boosted ticket demand, global attention, and international sponsorship opportunities. In many ways, the Argentine legend has turned Inter Miami into one of the most talked about teams in world football. Before Messi arrived in the United States, Major League Soccer had already been growing steadily. But his signing represented something historic. The 8-time Ballon d'Or winner had spent most of his career dominating European football. Yet his decision to join Inter Miami instantly elevated the league's global profile. Millions of fans who previously didn't follow MLS suddenly began watching. Matches featuring Inter Miami started drawing huge audiences, and stadiums around the league began filling with fans hoping to see Messi play live. Jorge Mas explained that major sponsorship deals play a key role in supporting the club's financial structure. The reason is simple: star players come with major costs. Mas emphasized that having global sponsors helps make deals like Messi's possible. Without those partnerships, the financial commitment required for a player of his stature would be extremely difficult to sustain. This approach reflects a broader strategy used by major sports organizations worldwide. Star power attracts sponsors. Sponsors bring revenue, and that revenue supports elite talent. Messi's relationship with Inter Miami is expected to continue for several more years. In 2025, he signed a contract extension that keeps him with the club into the later stage of his career. That extension reinforced the idea that Messi's move to the United States wasn't just a short-term adventure. Instead, it represents a long-term partnership between one of football's greatest players and a rapidly growing MLS franchise. The financial figures may grab headlines, but the real story goes beyond money. Messi's influence has touched nearly every part of Inter Miami's identity. On the field, he continues to deliver performances that excite fans. Off the field, his presence helps the club attract international attention. For the league as a whole, Messi's arrival has been described as a historic moment. His decision to join MLS signaled that the United States is becoming a serious destination for global football talent. The revelation about Messi's earnings also highlights a broader truth about modern football. Today, elite players are more than athletes. They are brands. They influence global markets, drive merchandise sales, and attract millions of viewers around the world. When clubs invest heavily in players like Messi, they're not only paying for goals and assists. They're investing in worldwide visibility. And in many cases, the return on that investment can be enormous. As news of Messi's earnings spread across the sports world, reactions quickly poured in. Many fans were stunned by the size of the figure. Others said the amount made perfect sense given Messi's influence on global football. Supporters of Inter Miami pointed to the massive growth the club has experienced since Messi's arrival. From sold-out stadiums to international media coverage, the team's popularity has surged. For many observers, the numbers simply reflect the reality of what a player like Messi brings to a club. Messi's contract structure also stands out compared with traditional football deals. While many elite players earn huge salaries, the inclusion of equity rights makes this agreement especially unusual. It means Messi's relationship with the club could extend beyond his playing career. Some reports suggest that the arrangement may allow him to remain connected to the franchise even after retirement. If that happens, the partnership between Messi and Inter Miami could continue shaping the club for years. Ultimately, the revelation about Messi's earnings highlights the transformation happening within global football. Leagues outside Europe are increasingly competing for top talent. Financial creativity, sponsorship deals, and global marketing strategies are becoming essential tools. And Messi's deal with Inter Miami represents one of the most high-profile examples of that shift. For the club, the investment appears to be paying off. For the league, it's drawing unprecedented attention. And for fans, it means watching one of the greatest players in football history continue to perform on the field. Whether in Barcelona, Paris, or Miami, Lionel Messi's career has been defined by extraordinary achievements. He has won countless trophies, broken numerous records, and inspired millions of fans worldwide. Now, even in the later stages of his playing career, he continues to shape the sport's future. And as this salary revelation shows, his value to football remains immense. And that's the story behind the massive contract that sees Lionel Messi earning up to $80 million a year at Inter Miami. What do you think? Is Messi truly worth that amount? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow football fans, subscribe to Celebrities Unfiltered, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next big celebrity or sports story.